All right, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to, of course, the Sports Lovers. I am the host here on the channel, Grant Sullivan. Today, it is interview number two of interview week. We've had some things kind of shuffle around this week, but regardless, we're getting interviews out for you guys. And one of our friends, I guess you would say, is knows some people, so he was able to hook us up with this. And I will let him go ahead and introduce himself right now.
Hey, my name's Tucker Tomlinson. I play receiver at St. Michael. I'm an upcoming senior. Just excited to be here.
All right, so we're gonna start us off here. We're gonna talk about last season a little bit. The Cardinals made a deep playoff run last year and losing to the state semifinals to Jackson. How has this team bounced back from that loss, and what do you think the team needs to do to get back to the state semifinals and get over the hump and get to the championship game?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of people like to look at it as Jackson's the team we have to beat. We still have an incredibly tough schedule to go through. We lost some key seniors, but we have a huge senior class stepping up. We're just going to take it one game at a time, win every week. And when we make it there, I know our team will be ready.
Also hopes you're getting Gunnar back right for another year as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, it's awesome.
Experience too. So talk about the vibe in the locker room this offseason. What ways is this team different from last year, and how do you think that that is going to carry towards this upcoming football season?
Yeah, of course. We've had a lot of guys that over the past couple of years have been considered young guys that have been key contributors for us, and we've all just kind of grown up together in a way in the program. And now that we're all juniors and seniors now. I mean, this is our team, and we're proud of what we've done. But obviously, we have an ultimate goal, and we're willing to do what it takes to get there.
What's the vibe like in the locker room this offseason heading into this
Oh,
football
yeah,
season?
we're excited. That's for sure. Honestly, I feel that every year it's gotten better. Like freshman year, I wasn't eligible, sure, but I think we went 6-4, didn't make playoffs. As everyone knows, my job in the locker room, like we don't necessarily we expect to go in and dominate teams, and we just kind of built a culture around that, and we're excited to see where that takes us.
Yeah, definitely. St. Michael's is one of the upcoming programs, I guess you would say, in Baldwin County in football. That is for sure. All right. Talk about your recruiting process so far. Obviously, you hold a few offers right now from different schools, but give your recruiting pitch to coaches on why they should offer you basically just a spot on their roster and talk about how you contribute to that a little bit as well.
I like to consider myself one of the leaders of our team. Um, I think I don't I hate to talk about myself like that, but like having me around and being with everybody, I mean, I'd like to think of myself as a little bit of a morale guy. And people have always said I'm coachable. I'll do whatever it takes to win. That's absolutely true.
What game are you most excited for this upcoming season?
The next one, whatever one we get to play first, I'm excited to play. I'm a Bryant and Jamboree game, but we got Bayside coming up week one. Big rivalry there. It's growing a lot. I'm just after beating them a couple more times, I don't know when they're going to stop playing us, but should be fun. I'm excited for that. I'm excited for Orange Beach, UMS, especially Jackson. Just a lot of those games are always fun to play, and you never like to be in a game where you're just blowing somebody out of the water. You like to be in those tight games where you feel like what you do matters. So I'm excited for
Yeah,
those coming.
also gets your program, I guess you would say, kind of attention a little bit when you play more in close games as well. Um,
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
St. Michael's has had a lot of great coaches and staff, but who do you think has helped you the most during your time at St. Michael's, and how have you grown as a player both on and off the field?
I would definitely have to say our receivers coach is Stephen Rivers. We call him Coach Legit. I remember being a freshman and not knowing the plays super well, and I would go in, I'd mess it up, and Coach would yell, and Coach Legit would come over and he'd just talk it out, and we would talk through this the entire scheme of the play, what my role was, why it mattered, and he's just helped me tremendously. We do Indy every day, and anything that anybody's messed up on in previous practices or games, we'll have specialized drills for that just to work around anything we have.
All right, last question here. It's been kind of a quick interview, so we'll wrap it up here. But finally, when it's all said and done, of course, and you've played your last game, I know you don't want to look that far ahead. You want to get to the first game, obviously. But when you've played your last game as a Cardinal, what do you want to be known for, both on and off the field? What do you want your legacy to be known for at St. Michael's High School?
I don't necessarily want my legacy to be super personal. I want it to be my class. We're the biggest senior class St. Michael football has ever had. I want people to look back in 10, 15, even 20 years from now and be like, those guys, they really changed the course of the program. And that's what we expect now. We expect to be a team who's in the playoffs, who's winning, and just a team who looks for the challenge.
Well, I do appreciate it here. This is where we are going to end it. Later this week, we will have interviews with, of course, a couple other players. One notably, EJ King out of Alabama A&M. We're going to talk to a couple of North Alabama commits this week as well. But I will, of course, that is where we're going to end it for today's interview. I will let Tucker kind of shout out anybody that he wants to, or shout out his social media pages if he would like to as well.
Yeah, absolutely. You can follow me on Twitter at Tuck Tomlinson 15, and then my Instagram is Tucker Tomlinson. So yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, that is where I'm going to leave it. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, all of that stuff. Let me know what you thought of the video in the comments down below. Thank you all so much for watching. And as always, I will see you in the next video. Peace.